1875, a ship called Challenger discovered a place so deep, so dark, that to this day, no one truly knows what hides down there. Welcome to the Mariana Trench, the deepest, most mysterious place on Earth. Located in the western part of the Pacific Ocean, the depth of the Mariana Trench was measured at 8,184 meters back then. However, in 1991, a ship named Challenger 2 decided to conduct further research on the trench. This ship was equipped with advanced instruments that could measure the depth of the trench with precision and also explore what might exist within it. What the ship discovered stunned the entire world. It found massive underwater mountain ranges spread across thousands of kilometers, and among these mountains was a specific point deeper than the Mariana Trench itself. This point was named Challenger Deep. The depth of Challenger Deep was measured at 10,984 meters, making it the deepest known point on Earth. To give perspective, the depth of Challenger Deep surpasses the height of Mount Everest, the tallest mountain on Earth. Light can penetrate only about 100 feet below the surface of the ocean, which means no light reaches the Mariana Trench. The entire environment is pitch dark, and the water pressure at such depths is astonishing. The pressure here is about 15,750 pounds per square inch, enough to crush even metal into a flat sheet. This immense pressure is understandable since millions of tons of water rest on Challenger Deep. It's safe to say that Challenger Deep is the most dangerous and terrifying place on Earth. Yet, two individuals managed to reach this point, and their journey was filled with mysterious incidents. These two individuals witnessed things at the Earth's deepest point that would send shivers down anyone's spine. On June 23, 1960, Jacques Piccard and Don Walsh became the first humans to dive into the depths of the Mariana Trench. They embarked on this historic journey in a submersible, and it took them 3 hours to reach the Challenger Deep. However, if you want to go even deeper, our ebook, Monsters of the Abyss, reveals creatures scientists believe may live near the ocean's floor, and ancient giants that once ruled these depths. It's your personal guide to what could be hiding down there. By the way, Jacques Piccard meticulously documented almost every detail of this expedition in his notebook. He wrote that, halfway through their descent, they noticed something unusual. Through the window of the submersible, they saw a circular light amidst the overwhelming darkness. It was so dark that they could only see the light emanating from that object. Both of them felt as if this light was following their submersible, almost as though it was observing them. However, they couldn't determine what it was. It could have been an underwater creature, unlike anything humanity has ever discovered. But that wasn't the only strange occurrence. They also wrote about another incident that terrified them. According to them, at one point, they began hearing frequent metallic sounds coming from outside their submersible. It felt as though something was striking the vessel or trying to damage it. When they looked at their monitor, they noticed a large shadow moving outside. The shadow appeared to belong to some kind of creature, perhaps a dragon. However, it's also possible that they imagined the shadow due to their extreme conditions, as the brain tends to hallucinate in such circumstances. Before this expedition, scientists firmly believed that no living creature could survive in a place as deep and hostile as the Mariana Trench. But when these two reached Challenger Deep, they encountered a fish right in front of them. This fish was only a few meters away from their submersible. Its body was completely flat and about a foot long. The fish wasn't moving much, except for its tail, which indicated it was alive. They were astonished at how a fish could survive in a place with such immense pressure, enough to bend metal, and yet remain unaffected. And that fish did not look like any other fish. It was rather a strange kind of fish. Just think about how its skin cells would be, cells that could withstand such pressure, and how unusual its eyes must have been to see in such darkness. Unfortunately, if anyone knows anything about that fish, it's only its size, because the two of them were there for only 20 minutes. And during that time, the outer glass of their submersible started to crack, which forced them to ascend. Later, when the submersible was brought to the surface, they were astonished to see that the metal attached to their submersible had been severely damaged. It looked as though some giant creature had started to move their submersible. After this incident, a question arose worldwide. What kind of creatures live in the deepest parts of the Earth? It was then confirmed that even in deep regions like the Mariana Trench, life exists. Moreover, after the submersible incident, there was no way this could be considered a lie. That in the Challenger Deep, creatures might exist that are larger than anything we can imagine. You may not know this, but scientists call this phenomenon deep sea gigantism. It is believed that as the ocean's depth increases, the size of the creatures living in it also grows. For example, we see small squids at the surface of the ocean, but as we go deeper, we find giant squids. Similarly, enormous sea creatures are found in the dark depths of the ocean. This suggests the possibility that there might be giant versions of creatures that appear normal in other parts of the ocean, residing hiding in the deep. By the way, the trench may still be hiding things we've never seen, and that brings us to something you'll love. In our video, Sea Monsters We Might Discover in 2025, we explore what may emerge from the depths in our lifetime. Definitely watch that one next. By the way, in 1982, America built a submarine that could monitor the seabed, and when they sent it to explore the Mariana Trench, it discovered something that astonished them. They found a huge tooth, and when carbon dating was done on it, it was found to be only 20 years old. The tooth was shaped like a shark's tooth, but was much larger. After this discovery, it spread everywhere that a gigantic shark, much bigger than normal sharks, might reside in the Mariana Trench. This prompted Japan to start a research project in 2000 to study life in the Mariana Trench more closely. That team was the first to discover a giant squid in the deep sea. Their cameras recorded a huge shark near Challenger Deep, but it was difficult to determine the exact size of the shark from the footage alone. However, they acknowledged that this shark was the largest one ever recorded, far bigger than any known sharks today. Some scientists suggested it could be a Greenland shark, but whatever the species, it was the largest shark ever recorded. In 1985, an American ship experienced a strange event when they sent a circular machine called Hedgehog to the depths of the Mariana Trench. When they brought the machine back to the surface, they were shocked to find that it was completely damaged. Not only that, but they found marks on the machine that looked like bite marks from a living creature. They speculated that the machine might have gotten stuck in some deep-sea rocks, and in the process of trying to pull it up, it had been scratched by something. After all these events, what do you think lives in the deepest part of the Earth? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. If today's mystery left you stunned, you're going to love what we predict for the future. Watch Sea Monsters We Might Discover in 2025 next, and see what's waiting to rise. The Mariana Trench may be Earth's last true mystery, but we're just getting started. If this fascinated you, subscribe now and join our crew of explorers. We uncover ancient beasts, lost places, and untold secrets every week. Don't miss the next discovery. Thank you.